this is Amy from Mummy Mojo, and as news of the coronavirus continues to spread, creating a lot of worry and fear, thought it was a very good time just to provide some practical tips on how to remain calm, how to take on some practical steps, and how to boost and support your immune system, because prevention is always the best way to go in this situation. So I've just got a few things here today. I have shared with you a tapping EFT video specifically to address the worry and fear, so please check out my page for that video if you're interested in doing that technique. You can do that at any day or any time of the night, whenever you need it, it's there for you. So I hope you do enjoy that. So yes, EFT and tapping is absolutely one of my #1 tips for keeping calm. But I also love essential oils, and I've been using doTERRA for about 5 or 6 years now. I think they're fantastic in the sense that they are pure quality oils. They're thoroughly tested, and it's also a company that does a lot to give back to the community, to local farms and to the environment, and I love that because that's what I really stand for. But also I found that they really work. Not only have they replaced my old medicine kit with natural alternatives, they're fantastic for balancing moods and keeping calm. So I'm currently using a lot more oils than I was. So I'm using various oils to keep me calm. I've got a range of my mood oils here. There's everything from chia. They kind of speak for themselves: forgive, console, being tuned in, motivate, frankincense, which is just amazing, hope and peace. So all of these oils are really fantastic. They're in these roller bottles like this. They're very easy to apply and very quick in working. So I've got those to hand, which is awesome. And I also have some other oils here. I've got this wonderful blend, lavender peace. I've got lavender here. One called Balance, which is a beautiful, I'm gonna have a little smell now. It's got this beautiful woody, calming smell. It's very grounding. It really grounds you into the earth. I actually like to go and stand on the grass outside in the backyard and have a sniff of this, and it just transports me. It takes me back to nature. But these oils here at the back here, including vetiver, I put in a bath, and I've just got some magnesium Epsom salts here. So if you have a bath, I highly recommend at this time to create yourself a really nurturing, calming bath. You can use a cup of Epsom salts. You can even put a little bit of bicarb soda in there. Then you want to add up to sort of 15 of your favorite calming drops, and mixing it with a fractionated coconut oil or an almond oil, just so it can really absorb into the bath. 30 minutes in a bath, read a really good book, and you really feel so much better. Alternatively, you can, with oils like lavender, you can just put it onto your wrists, or use the lavender roll-on and just put them onto your wrists. Have a breathe in. What's so good about the oils too is they remind you to breathe, and deep breathing is so important. Another little top tip that I have for keeping calm and keeping focused and just clear-minded is to have a little alarm that goes off every half hour to an hour, and just do some deep breathing. You might want to, untense the shoulders. You can tap on different meridian points, which really helps release stress. You can do the frontal lobe tapping just here across the eyebrows. You can even do some sort of pressure point pulling, which really helps release tension in the head, tapping on the head. But more important than even that is that breath. So you just want to get the breath right up into the chest and right down into the belly. And we don't sort of realize until we check in that when we're in that heightened state, that fight or flight, where our sympathetic nervous system is switched on, we're actually in a state of fear. It's like we're cavemen and we're actually running away from the bear, except the bear doesn't exist. This is just our body in this modern day with so many challenges and so much for us to deal with, that we can switch it on very easily these days, and it can cause a huge amount of health issues in the body. And we just don't need that at a time like this. So just getting that breath up into the lungs, noticing when you restrict it across here. You can even sort of do some stretching like this. And as I said, just, shoulder rolls, release some of that tension and get that breath into the body. I also love journaling. I've written in a diary since as long as I can remember. But even if it's not something that you normally do or you wouldn't consider yourself a writer, it's an extremely therapeutic tool to actually write down your thoughts on paper. Once you've got them out on paper, it actually helps release it from the body. Sometimes you can even feel that real, sigh feeling of, okay, I'm letting it go. Particularly if you're not sleeping well at night, it's great to write in diaries. And I've got a number of different ones. I went to the Kiki K sale recently, which I was sad to hear they're closing. I love their stuff. Hopefully they continue to sell online. But just having little cards on my desk, I put different ones up each day. I thought this Grow with Kindness was lovely, because at a time like now, when there's this worrying virus in the world and there's no one who can control it, we don't have a vaccine, we don't know what's happening next, it's a good reminder to be kind and compassionate to ourselves and to our friends and to our neighbours. And then just writing in different journals is, a great way to just give you something to do, but also to keep you focused on the positive. I quite like doing habit journals as well, because it's times like this that we can fall back into those old patterns of drinking too much, eating a lot of chocolate, going to other outside substances that aren't necessarily going to be good for us. Gives us a little pep up, but then you continue to go down, and it's just a long way down if you continue to use those habits. So even investing in something like this, $5 at Kiki K at the moment, is a great way for you to think about what positive habits that you could take on, whether that's reaching out to your local community and letting them know you're there for them, helping a stranger with a shopping, buying someone a roll of toilet paper if you come across some, we're nearly running out, just things like that. So they're just some of the little simple tips and ways to do things. I've got other sprays and other things that I do to keep calm. We're all different. Work out what's good for you, but if all else fails, come back to the breath. That works for every person, no matter who you are. And so incorporating some of these things, including some exercise and yoga and meditation, will be great for you. And that'll also be great for your immune system. So at a time like this, it's really important that we keep healthy. And it's not just about some of these supplements I have here today. It's about getting those vitamins and minerals into your system via food. So you want to be eating as much organic, raw, fresh, local and seasonal food as you can. If you're worried about going outside, and I will talk about self-quarantine in a minute, that you can get deliveries. There's still a lot of companies delivering, and the markets are still running, and we want to support them. There's ways of protecting yourself and still supporting those local farmers, making sure they don't go out of business, because we need that fresh, healthy food, much more than we do the loo paper. So getting that fresh, seasonal food into your systems, into your kids, making sure you're keeping up the home cooking, particularly if we have to self-quarantine, which is feasible in the next few weeks. A lot of home cooking, there's lots of time for that. And then just supplementing the system a little bit more with some supplements. So I'm taking vitamin C. I've got a liposomal C in the fridge, as well as the Blackmore's one here, the tablets. I love bioceuticals as well. I think Armour Force is one of the best products on earth. I tend to take it all winter round anyway. And this product has a number of different ingredients in it. I do know them, but I'll just make sure I don't get them wrong. So it's got the andrographis, the echinacea, the C and the zinc. And it's got really good doses of those. And then I've got here as well, this is another Astrogard, another immune boosting, and this has got your astragalus in it, and your zinc and your withania, which is great for the nervous system. And there's other products you can take, for your nervous system. This is a herbal formula for warding off viruses. And then I really like, taking homeopathic zinc, because it's readily absorbable by the body. So there's a number of different things you can do there. I also love the oils. And one of the main reasons I love the oils is not just for the ingesting of them or even the topical application. It's actually, you can make your own hand sanitizers and sprays, which I've been doing with some of these products here. So I've got, you know, your oranges, your citrus bliss, which has your oranges, mandarins, things like that. Lemongrass, lemon, on guard, which is an amazing blend for the immune system. Eucalyptus, easy air, because this is a bronchial virus, so we want to keep our lungs as strong as possible. And I love peppermint, that's great for headaches and just giving you that boost of energy. I've got manuka there as well, which is amazing, and I love my manuka biotic products, including the manuka honey that I am having a little teaspoon of each day at the moment. But you can make up some sprays. I've got a concentrate here of the On Guard, which I can put into it as well. It mixes well with a little bit of aloe vera and water, and that's about all you need. And then you can put it into a bottle like this. I've also got glass bottles. This one's BPA free, but it's still plastic, so I do prefer the glass bottles, but whatever you have to hand, and just getting into a spray and spraying down your surfaces. Some of the little practical tips around that is, if you do happen to have one, ours is very scarce, but we do have a few bottles of the hand sanitizers. I've also made a natural one, but it is good to have a sort of a strong alcoholic one, just in case you're going to big sort of public spaces. When you come home, give your hands a really good wash in soap and water. Bringing anything from the outside, give them a little sanitizing spray as well, and just keeping your home really clean. Everyone's been talking about these masks. I do have them. Whenever I clean dust or mold, because I'm quite sensitive to that, I tend to wear masks anyway. This is more so if someone has it. But then if you're in quarantine and someone in your family potentially has the virus, it's really good for the rest of your family members to have this. And in particular, to stop you touching your face, which is the main way you get sick. What you can also do is put the person who's sick in a mask whenever they're around the rest of the family members, and it prevents you from all going down. Another tip that I got, which I thought was quite interesting, which I don't normally, I'm normally very much about organic and natural, and I do oil pulling for bacteria and tongue scraping and things like that. But I heard that Listerine was great to gargle just for these particular viruses. So if you do have some Listerine, you can give yourself a 10-second gargle at the end of the night, and it's just a bit of a preventative measure. So that's just some of my tips. There's a few different things I do, and I'm not trying to overwhelm you. I would say my number one tip is actually to keep calm and to keep really focused on positivity. See yourself as healthy and well. See your families as healthy well. Do not buy into the hysteria. But at the same time, there's no harm in giving your health a boost, supporting yourself with this sort of thing. We're just coming off the back of the 30-day detox, and that's been a wonderful program to boost immunity and boost health. And so absolutely I recommend that, but keeping calm, keeping relaxed, doing fun activities with the kids, get puzzles and games, really connect with your family and friends, and show a lot of compassion and kindness at this time.